no heat in it. Jax was right. After all these years, he was more than just a playmate or a potential fiancé. He was mine. I'd picked him out, raised him up, and I wasn't about to let some scheming scholarship student steal him away. Not that I cared that much about him, of course. It was the principle of the thing. Lazy people hated having their things taken. Over the next few weeks, Claire shifted her focus. Aiden's family was still reeling from the loss of our investment, and he'd become desperate, clinging to Claire like a lifeline. But she'd grown tired of him, his constant moping, his lack of money, his spinelessness. She needed a new target, someone with more power, more influence, someone who could get her closer to the top. That someone turned out to be Julian Hale, the Academy's third most eligible bachelor, and the son of my mother's biggest business rival. Julian was different from Aiden and Jax. He was suave, sophisticated, with a smile that could charm the devil. He came from old money, just like me, and he had a reputation for being a player, never staying with one girl for long. Claire set her sights on him, and this time she was smarter. She didn't rush in with clumsy flirting or fake innocence. Instead, she played hard to get. She ignored his advances, focused on her studies, and let him chase her. She'd figured out that men like Julian loved a challenge, that the harder something was to get, the more they wanted it. It worked. Within a week, Julian was head over heels. He brought her flowers, drove her to school in his vintage sports car, and showered her with expensive gifts that were nothing compared to what I had, but enough to make Claire preen with satisfaction. She'd finally found someone who could give her the life she wanted, someone who wasn't tied to me. Or so she thought. I watched their little romance unfold from the sidelines, sipping iced coffee and scrolling through my phone. My mother texted me one afternoon, asking if I wanted her to put a stop to it. Julian's father had been trying to poach our clients for months, and taking down the Hale family would be child's play. Me frowny face, no need. Let them have their fun. Mom frowny face, you're being unusually patient. Me frowny face, lazy people don't fight battles they don't have to. Besides, watching Claire think she's winning is entertaining. Mom frowny face emoji, eye roll, don't get yourself into trouble. Me frowny face, when do I ever? It was true. I wasn't interested in fighting Claire. She could have Julian, for all I cared. He was arrogant, self-centered, and had terrible taste in watches. Jax was far more entertaining, and he knew his place. But as the weeks went on, I noticed something strange. Jax had started watching Claire and Julian more closely, his jaw tight, his eyes dark. He was jealous. Since when do you care about who Julian dates? I asked him one afternoon, as we sat on the roof of the academy, skipping class. It was my favorite spot, quiet, sunny, and far away from all the drama. Jack stared out at the city skyline, his expression grim. It's not Julian I care about. It's Claire. She's up to something. I can feel it. I raised an eyebrow. Like what? She's just a gold digger. She wants Julian's money, his status. Once she gets what she wants, she'll move on. Maybe, Jack said. But there's something off about her. She's too good at manipulating people. Aiden and Julian, they're putty in her hands. And she's not just after money. She's after power. Your power. I scoffed. My power? Please. She can't touch me. My mother